elimination flag for Taylor Brown. She doesn't think it's for her. She took the short shoot when she didn't have it. Georgia Taylor Brown will be disqualified.
I came back round and saw the elimination flag. He said it was me. And I was like, what? I'm so confused. I don't understand how. There was so much noise around the course that all you really hear clearly is the commentators. So we just heard what they were saying, and they said we had a short shoot each. I don't feel like it was my fault, personally. That was just like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right now, GTB's whole series is in the hands of the technical committee.
Georgia Taylor Brown's coming in here as an Olympic gold and silver medalist from Tokyo. She's flawless across the 3 disciplines. I'm excited to see her racing.
I'm Georgia Taylor Brown, and I am an Olympic silver and gold medalist.
And it's going to be fast, it's going to be furious. This is Super League Triathlon. They are underway and into the water, and we're racing here in London. They start with a 300-metre swim.
Come out the water, you're thinking, what's the next leg? Okay, I've got to get my helmet on.
Learmonth leads Taylor Brown as they head onto those cobblestones for a 4-kilometre bike.
You think 4K isn't very far, but because you're just going all out the whole time, it really does start to pinch.
Off the bikes and onto the first run.
Learmonth, Taylor Brown neck and neck as they come into transition.
She looks exactly like she did when she won that World Championship race.
The first race, I led the run leg. And I just felt really relaxed.
Yeah, she's had a check to see where everybody is. She looks very, very relaxed.
And there goes across the line Georgia Taylor Brown with a bit of a smile. She continues on her winning way, and she wins stage 1 of the triple mix. Well done to Georgia Taylor Brown. No time to relax.
I was on the front row going onto the run because we started with the run, so I just knew that we didn't really need to go super hard. It was like the pace was on, but it wasn't all out sprinting.
Taylor Brown got my message, moved straight to the front, which is the place to be going through transition. She looks remarkable. Well positioned on the bike, sitting well, skills through the corners are great.
She really does look like she's in control, especially on the first leg of the run. She really looked like she was really composed.
Katie Zafiris is up out of the saddle and closing that gap down to Georgia Taylor Brown.
Oh, there's a crash. There's a crash at the back. It's Georgia Taylor Brown. It's Georgia Taylor Brown. She's dropped the bike.
That's so embarrassing coming off my bike. What an idiot.
Taylor Brown's come off the bike. How much time will that cost her?
Just had a nightmare.
So Taylor Brown, does she have the composure to come back from that?
But she was a bit rattled, without question. When you drop the bike, the heart rate goes up. What just happened? Suddenly you're on the ground.
When I was diving back into the water, I started to just feel a little bit lightheaded because I was like, oh, I don't feel so good now.
Georgia's just got such experience. She's so young, but she's been in the sport forever. She's got a weapon. She is one of the fastest runners out there. To win an Olympic medal is amazing, but to win it with your best friend, that's just like unheard of. And you know, Georgia and Jess, you know, they train a lot together. They are thick as thieves.
I don't think we even started to get close until I think it was like 2016. Since then, yeah, we've just been getting closer and closer, and obviously we train together, and now we race together all the time on the circuit, so I can't get away from her. It's hard to describe what our friendship's like. It's just an easy friendship. It's just really easy, and we chat all the time. We've got so much to chat about all the time, and I just feel better having Jess around.
You know, I think their friendship is forged in their pursuit of excellence. You know, they race very similar, yet I think when the gun goes, they're both going to be wanting to kind of have that feeling, because this time only one person can win.
Now it is time to see who will take out the $20,000.
My initial thought was I'm going to just nail the first lap or two and try and get back with Vicky and Jess. But I think I took a bit too many risks and I nearly came off in one of the corners on the second lap.
She
Georgia Taylor
corner.
Oh, Taylor Brown.
Well,
Too hot.
That shows how hard she's chasing those two women in front. Georgia knows if she can swim up on the Vicky between the two of them, they're still in the hunt to win this.
Really good shot there of the gaps between our top three Brits, and the Brits have dominated. Just out of the water, Taylor Brown, who has actually had some time taken out of her.
I just picked it up on the second lap, caught up to Vicky. I wanted to take her on the little incline by the hotel. I just went really hard into there, hard over the top, and that's all I could give. So if it worked, then great, and if it didn't, then I couldn't have given any more anyway.
With 1 lap to go, can Georgia Taylor Brown catch Vicky Holland? Can she take second place? Georgia really pushing it here. And she's caught her. What an incredible run from Georgia Taylor Brown.
Georgia Taylor Brown comes back to second. Holland looks behind her, doesn't see Zafiris, an all-British top three. Katie Zafiris comes back from a sluggish start, and it looks like Sophie Colwell will be our 5th place getter. 4 Brits in the top 5.
Georgia Taylor Brown really needs to beat Jess Learmonth here to stand a chance in the final race in Malibu.
And Georgia Taylor Brown knows that she's going to have one of the great bike runs she has ever had if she's going to avoid being relegated to second for the 3rd week running.
I came off my bike, mounting my bike in the final race.
Oh no, there was a crash again.
Oh, she's down again.
And Jess was ahead then. So I knew that she had a short shoot, and I was like, well, she's won it, so there's really no point in me taking the short shoot anyway. But then as I came out of transition onto the run, I saw she took it, and I thought, well, what the heck, I've got it, I may as well take it.
So I'm hearing now that Georgia Taylor Brown actually took a short shoot. So we understood that Jess had both, but I think she's made an error there, Georgia Taylor Brown. And there is the elimination flag for Taylor Brown. She doesn't think it's for her.
Right now, GTB's whole series is in the hands of the technical committee.
And I'll take you down to Malibu. I wanna run away. It doesn't matter what we do.
So yeah, after speaking to Michael, everything kind of calmed down a bit, and he made the final call, and I really appreciated that.
Following an appeal from the technical committee, Georgia Taylor Brown has been awarded 2nd place at Jersey 2021, and that is the way it stands heading to Malibu.
I'm glad I'm here.
There are your 2 championship protagonists, neither of whom have a short shoot because they have been brutally stolen by the wildcards.
For those first 2 races, my swims weren't great, so I missed the front pack.
You can see the gap between Learmonth and Duffy. Back to Georgia Taylor Brown, who's having a lonely old one at the moment.
I just didn't feel like I was flowing around the corners at all. I didn't trust myself going around the corners fast. I just can't seem to get that top spot. I've been second every single time. We got a very good wave in, and it split the group massively. We got like a 10-second gap. I was more nervous going into this final one than any other because obviously I was second in the series and I didn't want to lose that in the final race. I wanted to end the series well.
Runner out of Jess and Georgia.
Yeah, she just needs to limit her mistakes there.
I think I've been a bit scarred from the past few races. Everything seems to have gone wrong, so I didn't want things to go wrong, so I just tried to stay calm and do all the small things right.
We can see now Georgia Taylor Brown, though, has decided to stamp her authority on this race, and she has the Olympic champion on her shoulder, but of course she has the short shoot.
Georgia Taylor Brown is in the perfect position, so if they cross the line the way it is now, Georgia Taylor Brown would steal the Super League Championship from Jess Learmonth, but Zafiris, her positioning could play a major role in this as well. Georgia Taylor Brown needs to win this, or at least arrive at the short shoot in the lead, knowing that she might concede it to Duffy. Jess Learmonth is watching them go down the road.
Georgia's going to have to put the hammer down now and give it to Flora Duffy.
Take it now. Take it this time.
Oh, there she goes.
All right, and she does.
And Georgia Taylor's got to get up on their feet. She has to close this gap to Flora Duffy. She has to. Come on.
I don't know, I just went out hard. It's only a 1.6k run, so you just go hard the whole time and you just hang on for dear life.
And here she is, your series champion, Georgia Taylor Brown.
Yesterday, Annie said to me that bad luck does come in threes, so surely I was due some good luck, and yeah, I feel like it came today.
She deserves it. She's been very consistent throughout, and yes, she's a class act, one of the best athletes on the field.
The great thing about Georgia is when things were going against her, she got back up and she carried on fighting.
It feels pretty special, and it's nice to be able to share it with Yi as well, to see him do so well this year, and to just be able to do all these things together is so lovely. But yeah, no, it feels really special to win. I've never done super amazing things in Super League before, so it's nice for me to be able to end the season here and end it in a really, really good and positive way and around some amazing people.